Good morning, everybody. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts at the minute regarding self-storage. Mainly, they're all in America at the minute. I'd like to learn as much as possible from the Americans and bring it back over here because they're in front of us. A podcast I was listening to this morning was talking about the downturn in self-storage in America. And the question was, and I'm asking you this question, and I've thought about it myself as well. Are you successful because of a market, because the market's amazing in the UK, or are you successful because you're good at what you do? And I really do think that we have to audit ourselves and be honest with ourselves. And the reason that this is brought to my attention recently is the amount of people that are coming in self-storage. And yes, before you say it, I know that I am partly responsible for it, but the genie's out of a box. The genie's out of a what? The labin? The what's it called? Anyway, shit. The genie's out. All right, forget the lantern. The genie's out of the lantern. It's not me. It's not the Self Storage Association. The genie is out. Everybody knows this is an amazing business to be in. And it is. It truly is. So my worry now is that I don't know anybody, speaking to people at the conference, I don't know anybody that is not making money and making good money. There's vendors and there's operators. Everybody is doing well because the industry is booming. And yes, it had a downturn last year, but that was only because of COVID. The trajectory long term is still massive, massive growth for the industry. And so my worry is that it gets more competitive. And more competition means that obviously it's going to become harder. And so, yes, you're making money now. And yes, you're operating it well now because anybody can operate a business in good times. But can you operate a business when it's more competitive, when it's harder, when you've got to fight for competition? And I know some people listening to this now will now be saying, yeah, but Dean, this is a lot harder than it was 5 years ago. I promise you, this is nothing to what it's going to be. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I know of 3 people now that's opening in Hull. And I'm like, do you know what? And it's not just because I'm in Hull. I wouldn't be opening there. That scares me to death where they're opening. There's one out of them, out of the 3, that I think is a good location that will do well. The rest of them, I believe that it'll be struggle, it'll be hard. And will it make money? Probably. But will it make money long term? Probably not. And so we need to audit ourselves and keep up leveling our skills, whether it's be watching webinars, whether it be watching podcasts like this, or whether it be, I don't know, watching YouTube, being a better, like Dan Bradbury always says, you want a better business? Become a better business owner. So understanding cash flows, management accounts, listening to James Sinclair podcast, anybody in anything, just keep on learning all the time because I promise you, this is the best self-storage will be ever. Right here, right now. And yes, I know it's not as good as it was 5 years ago. It's a little bit more competitive, but I promise you, right now, this is the easiest it's going to be for you. The easiest. I'm not saying that you're not going to make more money, etc. Of course, there's an opportunity there. There's a massive opportunity in self-storage, but there's also people flooding into this industry, absolutely flooding into this industry. And why wouldn't they? Because the results are there for all to see. It's been an incredible run, but we just need to be careful. We need to make sure that we're up leveling our skills all the time. We're not resting on our laurels and we're not getting overconfident with our results. That's the worst thing you can do right now is be overconfident because of what you've achieved so far. Because we don't really know if it's us who have grown the business and earned that profit or if it's the market, if it's the industry, because the industry is booming. A booming industry drags everybody along with it. The good operators and the bad operators alike. The problem is with a booming industry, you probably can't tell the good operators from the bad operators because everybody is making money. We'll only be able to find out the good operators from the bad operators when it becomes more competitive, when times become harder. And I promise you, I can absolutely guarantee you, it is coming. There's no doubt about it. It is coming. And the only way to insulate yourself and protect yourself is to make sure you're a better business owner in some way, shape, or form, or you surround yourself with better people, better staff members who are better than you. I saw a post on LinkedIn the other day and I love it. It's saying that you want to be the dumbest person in the room. Luckily for me, a lot of rooms that I'm in masterminds, anywhere, Me, Jesus, my sister's a solicitor, and my other sister is a school teacher. It's not a school teacher, an exam marker, and she does private tuitions. So even in my family, I'm the dumbest one in the room. And so you want to be the dumbest one in the room because then why? You're learning more. You're putting yourself out the comfort zone. That is how we learn. We don't want to be the smartest person in the room because we're the smartest person in the room. What can we take away? What can we learn? Yes, there's always a little bit we can learn, but your learning curve is massive when you are not the smartest person in the room. So yeah, I was gonna, I can't say too much at the minute, but basically, we want to grow this business. I've got massive plans. I want to have 15, yes, 15 sites by this time, not this time next year, by end of 2025. 15 sites open. We've got six now. There will be another two open this year. I don't know where I'm going to get the money from, by the way. If you've got some money and want to lend me it, feel free. Deanbooty at iCloud.com. We'll sort out an interest rate. And no, we're not doing equity. People keep asking me that. So yeah, I don't know how, but that is the plan. And with earmarked what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. And so the growth is there in the industry. I'm going to get 25 sites. I want to have a big market share before it gets really, really competitive. Like America, it is hyper competitive in America. I've got a delivery driver here. Everybody is opening self storage, and that's not to say there's not money to be made, but you've got to be a good operator. You've got to be an amazing operator. They're finding out now that people who opened self storages 4 years ago and was making lots of money in the self storage industry now aren't making as much money because the landscape have changed and they believe it was a good operator when really there wasn't a good operator. It was the market just dragging him along. And that's what we've got to be careful of. So my message to you is twofold. Number one, are you really a good operator? And number two, even if the answer is yes, keep up leveling your skills, keep listening, keep learning. I really do believe my job. I've been for a walk this morning for an hour and a half, and all I've done is consume. And I'm not saying everyone else can do that because I'm in a very fortunate position where I've got a great team, etc. But you do need to put yourself out and learn and educate yourself, whether it be pay-per-clicks, whether it be marketing, whether it be SEO, whether it be your sales process, whatever it is, just keep on every single day. Just a little improvement. Listen to Alex Harmozy, absolutely amazing entrepreneur. Anybody you can listen to just every single day. And even if you don't think you're taking something away from the content, you really are. It's just the little 1% here, 1% there. Subconsciously, it's coming into your body and your mind, and it's up leveling you as an individual and as a business owner. Right, that's it. I love you. I appreciate you. Please check out my sponsors because without them, it cost me a fortune for this podcast. Right. And don't forget, MrSelfStorage.com. Talking about education, MrSelfStorage.com. We got a daily newsletter Monday to Friday. Put your name, put your email address in there, and I'll send you an email every single day for free. I'll give you all my results and whether I'm going to do that for the next, I don't know, year or so is questionable. I'm definitely going to do the email, but whether I'm going to share as much information as I share now, it's debatable because everybody is contacting me saying I'm an idiot, and when everybody says you're an idiot, then maybe there's something to something to learn. You can't just go through life with blinkers on, not listening to anybody. And yeah, there's plenty of people who's calling me idiot. So right, all right, my friends, I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.